So we'll look at the dining. The dining works as follows. There will be 3 main dining rooms on the ship. They will, each of those 3 dining rooms will serve the same menu on that night. Okay, so if it's Monday, they have one menu. It's for all 3 of the main dining restaurants that are complimentary, so they're free. They're included in your fare. On Tuesday night, those 3 restaurants will have the same menu again amongst themselves, but it's different than the Monday night menu. Okay, there'll still be your fish and your chicken and your steak, but there'll be different things swapped in throughout each day on the menu. But no matter which of the 3 main dining rooms you go to each day, all 3 main dining rooms have the same menu. So don't worry about that. The menu changes each day, but each of the restaurants have the same one on the same day. There are other restaurants here that are extra charge. So those are the specialty dining restaurants. So they will say cover charge applies. And those are the ones that you can book using your specialty dining credit that we just talked about, that we saw on the summary screen. You can see that it's too early to book. Most of those you can book online. There will be a limited number of spaces. Of course, they're smaller restaurants, and they will hold back some reservation spots for people to book while on board too. So just because you see it's sold out on this screen doesn't mean you may not get to eat there, because once you get on board, you go and try and book yourself a reservation while on board. Okay. This one is complimentary dining. It's not one of the main dining rooms, and it's just a grill in this case that's outside, usually near the pool decks, and no reservations. You just get in a little bit of a line, usually not very long, 2 or 3 people ahead of you, worst case scenario. And the burgers and hot dogs and stuff taste so much better when you're outside on the deck. I don't know why, but they do. This one is for people who are in the Haven, which is a type of suite. We don't have anybody in our group right now booked in the Haven, but only people who are in Haven suites can book at or eat at this restaurant. So you can just go down through a bunch of the different restaurants that are offered here and have a look. And there is the Garden Cafe, which is the other main complimentary free dining area on board. This is a buffet style, and it's indoors. There'll probably be a section to eat outdoors as well at the back of the ship, very, very back. But most everything is indoor seating. If you are going to eat at the buffet and it is a super busy time that you're going there, make sure that somebody finds a table and sits there and waits while the other people get their food and come back, and then that person who saved the table goes and gets their food. You do not have to want to wander about with plate full of food looking for somewhere to sit. Trust me, been there, done that, don't want to do it anymore. We always find a spot to sit first, and then somebody saves the table and everybody else goes and gets it, and they switch out. Great for, snacks, breakfast, lunch, and they do the supper as well. Okay. So there's lots of choices for eating without having to pay anything extra. But again, we have those specialty dining reservations that we have as part of this package as well. Okay. Norwegian does what's called freestyle dining, which means that they don't generally take reservations for the main dining rooms. There's no reservations for the buffet at all. But for the 3 main dining rooms, it's pretty much walk up and get seated. If you are in a larger group, so 6 to 10 people who want to sit, or more, who want to sit together, you may not be at one table if it's more than 10 people, but we can get you 2 smaller tables close together. we can do a reservation for a group like that, okay? Has to come through me, so you have to let me know who is going to be in your dining group and what time of day you want to eat, which will have to be the same time every day. If you want to make changes to what time your group eats, because we're offshore, you know, doing shore excursion or something, you can arrange that maybe at the time with the night before when you finish your supper and you're leaving. You can say, hey, is there a chance we can switch to a different time for tomorrow for our group? They'll see if they can accommodate you. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to go line up like everybody else, or you can go up to the buffet that day. So it's a little bit, it's a freestyle, so you're free to do what you want. But you know, usually the lineups aren't that bad, but if you are looking to see just a larger group together, they prefer if we book that and they want it the same time every night for the original booking. If you want to switch it when you get on ship, you can certainly have a chat with them and see what they can do for you then.